Think back to when you were a kid. Now raise your hand if you've ever cheated off of someone's paper. I'm glad to see I'm not alone. And as a matter of fact, when I did happen to cheat that one time, it was once, I was certain that I was the best cheater any American classroom had ever seen. I had planned ahead and got to class early, being the first student to speak to the teacher, pretending to be well prepared. Also told myself, you know what? If I hand my test in early, there will be no signs of me cheating. So I thought, until I got caught. I got in trouble 3 times for my actions. First, I earned an automatic E on the test. Secondly, the school suspended me. And lastly, my parents lectured me until I fell asleep. And depending on the day, sometimes a lecture can be worse than a whooping. But what struck me as odd, though, was that in all of this, the focus was on me. And when I did, no one seemed to celebrate the victim. Yeah, that's right. No one seemed to celebrate the victim. I mean, they were the one, after all, doing something right, acing their test. They were the one who was smart enough to earn the people's trust and be considered lucky enough to be cheated off of. If you ask me, that's a major accomplishment. Now, cheating and getting caught taught me so many things, but above it all, it taught me this. That was my goal. At that point in time, I wanted to be the person that people cheated off of. My childhood dream was for people to cheat off of my paper. That was my dream. And as I got older, I never stopped dreaming. I never stopped dreaming. Now, in society we live in, it's easy to think that all of our dreams have to be big or earth-shattering, when they actually don't. Your idea, your dream doesn't have to be the next best thing. It just has to be your thing. Will everybody believe in you? Nope. Will everybody support you in your dream? Nope. Will everybody be able to offer you specific advice on your dream? Nope. But the beauty of it is, none of this matters, because the world is patiently waiting on you to deliver your dream. The world you live in, be it Flint or Detroit, Boston or Bosnia, Chicago or Singapore, Anaheim, California, or Arkadelphia, Arkansas, the world is patiently waiting for you to discover, develop, and deliver your dream. No matter how big or small your dream may be, the world will forever be deprived of it unless you act. So how does one develop true insight to act on their dream? I'm glad you asked. The 16th letter. The 16th letter. So that you all aren't whispering the alphabet to yourself and looking crazy, I'll tell you that the 16th letter is the letter P. And I told you earlier, as I got older, I never stopped dreaming, and the 16th letter became my adult dream. And when it comes to dreaming, I've also realized the importance of staying awake long enough to make your dreams come true. So the 16th letter, before I go into too much about my talk, let me set the record straight. I am no millionaire with the secret to success hidden within the words to follow. Nor am I a great theologian who declares to possess a much deeper understanding of the world than anyone else. I am simply a conduit, delivering to you all what God has placed inside of me. There comes a point in time in our life where, irregardless of our sex, race, age, background, we all can identify the 16th letter that's important to us and go out and change the world. So for this talk, my focus will be simple. The person, the people, the potential. The person, the people, the potential. This fundamental belief is at the core of any decision we will ever make. As human beings, it is vital for us to identify the person that we truly are. It is important for us to understand the people that we are around. And it is criminal for us to not embrace our potential. So let's go. The person. The person you are is plainly unique. Your height, shape, hair color, eye color, everything about you is imperfectly perfect. And you were born with a specific purpose. And that purpose will really be defined by identifying your passion. The person that we are helps us connect to our passion. So how does one really figure out what they're passionate about? It's this simple. When he was 12 years old, he had no idea of being a great boxer, but his bike got stolen. When his bike was stolen, he walked up to a police officer and he reported his stolen bike, and he said, you know what? I'm going to whoop the person that stole my bike. The police officer chuckled, and he said, son, before you plan on trying to whoop anybody, you need to first learn how to fight. What he didn't realize that the police officer was also a boxing trainer. And so in a matter of weeks, he started to train the young boy, and he was boxing and winning. That's where it all started. A stolen bike. That gave him the fuel that he needed. A stolen bike. That allowed Muhammad Ali to tap into his passion and become the great legendary boxer that we know him so well for. And he dominated the sport for nearly 30 years. So when we think about the person that we are, when we think about really tapping into our passion, ask yourself, who stole my bike? Secondly, the people. The people around us help us see places that we aren't able to see ourselves. Sir Isaac Newton once said, if I have seen further, it is only by standing on the shoulders of giants. In more recent times, rapper Sean Jay-Z Carter has been quoted stating, a midget standing on a giant's shoulders can see much further than the giant. Now, whichever quote you are more familiar with really doesn't matter. However, the point should not be overlooked. The people on whom shoulders we stand are essential in our lives. I look at it like this. As a society, we do a great job collecting things. When I was a kid, I collected basketball cards, and as I became a teenager, I started to collect sneakers. Now, basketball cards or sneakers may not be your thing, but be it magnets, marbles, stamps, shot glasses, celebrity hair, there's a good chance that you collect something. Studies show that 1 in every 3 Americans collect something. So as I played around with this, I began to think, how different would our lives be if we collected people? Yes, people. I'm not insisting that you kidnap people and hide them in your basement. I am insisting that when you come across a person that can be very instrumental into your overall success, you collect them. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm insisting that we collect mentors, you see, because mentors help us see places that we can't see. Mentors allow us to see the opportunities within the obstacles, right? Mentors can speak up for us and speak out for us at times when we don't even have a voice. Mentors can be the difference makers in our lives. We all need a mentor, irregardless of where you're at in life. And if you think you're too successful or have too much money to have a mentor, you think that you've been there and done that, let me tell you something. If you've been there and done that, so what? Become a mentor. Help somebody else get there and do it too. Lastly, the potential. You see, now God has impregnated each of us with something so special that only we can give birth to. Our potential gives us the encouragement we need to walk into our God-given purpose. When we wake up in the morning, we need to wake up with a mission and a purpose. And if you don't have one, go back to sleep. Because we don't have time to just think about the things that we want to do. You can't just think about the future that you want. You have to act your way there. It's this simple. An actor acts. An athlete plays. A builder builds. A teacher teaches. A leader serves. A writer writes. And kids, they swallow obvious objects. Just kidding. No, but they do. But here's the thing. If all a writer did was think, that grant proposal, that book, that movie script would never come to life. Thinking is not enough. Yes, it is the first step, but we must put action behind our thinking so the potential we have can turn into our purpose, the person, the people, the potential, our purpose, the people around us, our places, everywhere we can go. Lori Beth Jones, she told the story about a young boy. And the young boy, after a long day, he went home and he fell asleep. And as he fell asleep, he went into a dream. And as the boy started to dream, he was running through a field with pretty flowers and roses, and the landscaping was second to none. And all of a sudden, his dream was interrupted by a bear. This bear began to chase this young boy. And despite the good time the boy was having, the bear was gaining up on him. And the bear leaped and jumped toward the boy. And the boy stopped and he turned around and he said, "Mr. Bear, are you going to eat me?" And the bear paused in midair and he said, "I don't know. This is your dream." So I say that to say, all of us have had dreams that have been interrupted by a bear, so to speak. And when that happens, we must remember, this is our dream. Whatever your heart desires is your dream. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot allow the bears to interrupt our dreams, because when we do, the world is interrupted. And we don't have the ability to give birth to the greatness that's inside of us. No matter what you've been through, your dream is your dream. No matter where you come from, your dream is your dream. No matter how much money you have or don't have, your dream is your dream. No matter how many people believe in you or don't believe in you, your dream is your dream. Dig deep to realize the person that you are and connect with your passion. Take inventory of the people around you so you can see the places that you can go. Identify the potential and walk into your God-given purpose. The 16th letter was my dream. What's yours? Thank you.